Hi everyone, Miles with Elevate here. Welcome back to another Monday Morning Mentor. Today we're going to step into the heavyweight division of real estate. We're going to talk about lead generation. I know that this is the most popular topic for real estate agents across the board, whether you are digging deep within your current network, looking for new opportunities in prospecting, or you're looking at an outside resource, maybe like Elevate, to help you with your lead generation process. So, although that's great, and we know that that's a big area of focus, I want to take a second to flip the script and talk about the other half of that, which is going to be how well you're converting. What are you doing to convert? And so let's take a second and dive into that and really get a full spectrum on what you can be doing to better enhance your chances of completing transactions. So, over the course of time within real estate, we know that this has always been a relationship business, and it always will be a relationship business. But there are a few factors that have come into play in adding into this particular topic, which is technology. And so what has happened is more individuals than ever before are behind a computer screen safely in their own convenient time, looking at properties, not having to be face to face with agents. And that has created a little bit of an obstacle for agents to better connect and complete more transactions. So today we're going to go through and understand what we can do better, how you can be yourself, and really step up in terms of the business and create more opportunity for yourself as you continue through the year. So let's take a moment and look at the fact that this business has become a little bit more challenging due to technology for some agents. And you're looking for ways to better connect with your audience. Some of you are looking at coaches and mentors to really provide more guidance. And some are also looking at other tactics like scripts to better connect and relate to your customers. Now, me personally, I typically like to lean in a different direction. It's great to have a coach or mentor, but you also want to make sure that they're up to the current trends and focus points to really pay attention to. But then at the same time with scripts, it's kind of preventing you from being you. And that can get tiresome after a while. There's nothing worse than pretending to be something that you're not, or just pretending at all, because it can really wear you down. So I want to talk about how you can stay yourself and complete more transactions. So being that this is a relationship business, we want to look at how we can position ourselves in the right way to develop more opportunities. But first, let's talk about what not to focus on when you're doing lead generation in terms of cultivating these opportunities. So let's say you happen to obtain some new leads. Maybe you're getting a little bit of information on who these individuals are. You might have information like their name, potentially an email address or a phone number. And you maybe even know what they're looking for specifically within the real estate sector there. Maybe you know what properties they're interested in. Well, the one thing you don't want to do when connecting with these different customers is informing them on how much information you have on them. That can potentially scare them away. We understand that within technology today, privacy is a big deal. And people don't like the idea that you have a tremendous amount of information on them. So you never want to reach out to a customer and say, hey, Mr. Customer, I know that you're looking for property in this particular area. You're looking for this type of home. I've saw you looked at this many properties. That is going to do nothing but scare someone that you've never spoken to before. So you never want to take that approach because, again, you're automatically disqualifying yourself from having a chance to connect. However, there are some techniques that you can use by taking some of that information and making it valuable. So an approach that I typically like to use here is figuring out the what, why, and where. Definitely going to be something that will be very helpful for you. So what, why, and where? So let's dig into that a little bit and figure out how to best use it. So when you're talking to a customer and they're telling you that, they are looking for a specific type of property, but you never want to ask them, hey, are you looking to buy right now? Are you pre-qualified? You don't want to dive directly in that conversation because if a customer happens to provide you some information and you reach out and you say that, hi, I saw you're looking for property here. Are you looking to buy? If they give you a no, where do you go from there? you kind of put a brick wall up between you and the customer. So if you get a no, you've automatically eliminated yourself. You never want to directly position it to be a yes or no question, because if you get a no, you're pretty much automatically eliminated there. So a different approach that you can use is if you know what type of property they're looking for, you know where they're looking. Here's another great tactic. So remember the what, why, and where. So let's say we have some information on a particular client. Hi, Mr. Client. I saw that you were looking for property in this general area here from one of our websites. What caught your attention, or why are you looking in this area? What was so appealing about here that made you decide you wanted to look? At that point, that customer is going to give you more to go on. Oh, I'm just looking because I got a new job in this area and it just made sense for me to be closer. Hey, that's great. So the next step that you want to take here is finding a way to relate to that individual, or you can ask more questions. So I'll give an example. They're looking to move because they want to be closer to their job. Hey, that's fantastic. Where are you currently staying? Where area are you currently in? They're going to give you an answer. Hey, that's great. I'm familiar with that area. I used to spend some time there as a kid. Whatever you want to kind of do to relate back to that customer. The key here is finding a way to correlate so that they can feel a little bit more comfortable with you as the agent, and also to begin to build that relationship. Again, we know that this business is a relationship business, and we want to keep it that way, because at the end of the day, and like I mentioned in some of my previous sessions with you, people buy from who they like. So if they like you, that certainly opens up more doors for you to work with them on a closer basis. And so finding out this information can be really helpful, but also figuring out, and this is another example, if your customer says, hi, yeah, if you mention, why are you looking to move here? And they say, hey, I'm trying to be closer to my kids. Hey, that's fantastic. How old are your children, if you don't mind me asking? I have kids as well. They're such and such ages. Yeah, that's fantastic. You're finding ways to build that conversation up. Or, hey, I'm looking to move because of my new job. Hey, that's fantastic. Do you mind me asking what type of job you have? Oh, I work in the medical field. Oh, that's fantastic. Hey, we definitely appreciate our nurses and doctors right now. They are extremely valuable. We appreciate your time and your service. We know how difficult it is. Whatever the topic is, or finding out what they did in their previous career. Again, you're just finding out ways to open up doors, connect with that client, to get to be on a stronger relationship basis with them. Because here's what you want to try to accomplish. Understand that your first conversation, more often than not, you're not going to hit it out of the park. You're not going to close on a transaction. You're not going to have them putting an offer on a property on that first call. So it's understanding that, hey, the key focus here is building relationship. It is not to call them and say, hey, are you pre-qualified? Or are you looking to buy? Or are you looking to sell? It is just getting the door open enough for you to have a good relationship. Because here's what will happen. If you have a client and you are talking to them as a real estate agent, when you hang up that phone call, the next time you call them, what are you? You're still just the salesperson, the real estate agent. Well, here's the thing. With them looking online and potentially looking into the other options as well, you always have to remember there may be other agents that might be involved with that client at the same time you're trying to prospect them. So if you're a salesperson the first time you speak with them and you call them back and you're still a salesperson, then you haven't done much to separate yourself from the competition of other real estate sales individuals that have attempted to reach out to them over that course of time. So they can't discern you from the other individuals that have tried to connect with them throughout that entire week or 2 weeks or however much time is kind of gone between that first conversation to the next. The key here is to get on that call, to have that conversation, to build enough rapport to where you're no longer the salesperson, you are yourself, or hey, I'm Miles. So that way, if I get off that call and I'm Miles, the next time I call them, oh, it's Miles again. Great. How are you doing, Miles? What's been going on lately? This is a way that you're building a stronger connection. So it's really important to understand that as much as you want to dig right into the real estate topic, you certainly want to slow it down, find out more information about them. And hey, if you have ways of relating to them, whether it's kids or their profession or maybe where the location they're moving from, whatever you can find to better connect with that customer is going to help you as you continue down that road of nurturing that opportunity to actually generate it to a transaction. A lot of agents out there had the mindset that buyers are liars and that they will start working with one agent and leave that agent to go to another. Well, have you ever taken the time to consider that may have something to do with the fact that you haven't spent enough time investing with that client to build enough rapport to where they won't leave you? Have you ever done real estate working with a close friend? How much leniency do they give in terms of maybe hiccups? Maybe you're not available right away. They're much more likely to connect with you on a stronger level because they already know you. There's an association there. So if you can take that same mentality and put it towards a new prospect or a new client, then that is going to also give you a lot of leeway for the obstacles you might run into in the future. And that will just make that client that much more willing to stay connected to you over that course of time. So just remember, the what, why, and where are huge in taking an approach to better engage with your customer. And again, when they're looking for something online, you don't want to tell them that you know everything about them, but keep it fairly general. You understand they're looking in a specific area, which is great. You want to find out why they're looking to move there, or what caught their attention about the specific area, or where they're moving from. These are different details that can be really helpful for you to better relate on a stronger basis with that customer. So take this information, apply it to your current lead generation process, and I guarantee you'll see stronger results. Now, if you are an agent that is in the process of looking at different ways that you can prospect, and you're even looking for other resources to help you with that, again, Elevate is absolutely here to help you produce on a very high level. We do have great services that are in place here that can help you generate between 20 to 25 leads per month on average, and even higher if that's something you want to look at investing in. We have fantastic tools to help you not only get these clients in the door, but also keep them cultivated and keeping good quality information in front of them on a consistent basis so that you can be their top choice in deciding on a real estate agent. And again, applying some of the different message material and details that I've given you today will only help you further along that success. So definitely apply this. I'm hoping that this is really helpful information for you today. But again, I want to thank you for tuning in today's Monday Morning Mentor. It's Miles with Elevate. You guys have a fantastic day.